Hi guys, welcome back to Be Still, where we have conversations about growth in different categories. And I am back with Lillian. I hope you're ready. Lillian.
Yeah.
Say hello.
Hello. I'm excited to be here.
Okay. Just to start off this icebreaker, before I even tell you about what we are talking about, because I've already told you guys, you should be warming up. Lillian, this is to you, because these guys won't respond to me right now, but have you ever done something just to get noticed?
I do that every day. I want to be seen. I want to be noticed. Who wouldn't want that?
Have I? Okay, I was thinking, I'm trying to find a situation where I did it and know for the exact reason. I've done it. Of course, we do it every day.
Every day, yes.
You can get up and walk through a place where you were not supposed to walk through. Just something in you asks you walk, and you walk. So I have done it. I guess I can't point out a particular moment, but let me see. You remember when we were studying in class and you'd want to give a correct answer? So I remember one time, I think I felt like they asked a question that a few people knew, but I guess people didn't put up their hand. I was like, let me show this class what I can do. I put up my hand. Bamba, I didn't know I was making a mistake. I said something that did not even answer the question at all. People laughed at me. I felt so bad. But why did I even put up my hand in the first place? I did not even want to say the answer. I wanted to show these people
That you know.
that I know, that you may be seated there, but me, I know what I'm talking about. I mean, I've understood, but I didn't. It made me feel bad later on, somehow. Does that mean, is that like something I've done to get noticed? Does it get deeper?
Yeah, it does.
Let me see. I've worn, okay, let me say, I've not dressed a certain way to be noticed. That's something people think people do, but I've not done. Because that's the other way you do something to get noticed. Or speak in a meeting.
But I think it depends on, I feel like that's what we all do. Yeah, but it depends on the motive or something.
I've actually decided to speak up in a meeting to be noticed, not to be given to be considered for something, but because I felt like everyone else was speaking, but I wasn't.
Okay.
So I decided to speak. Okay, stop. But I decided to speak because everyone else was speaking, and since most of them were men, I was like, can you point out a particular time
I've done something to be noticed? Jeez. Okay, like I said, it depends on the motive and then which kind of noticing. For you to notice that I'm in the room,
that's something
I don't think I have.
You're not odd like that. So yeah, guys. So Lily, it's not odd like that. Some people are like they do things to. Okay, some of us have actually done things to get noticed. You walk into a room where you're not supposed to walk into, or you pass. There's this reality show I was watching where people were seated at. It's on something there. People were seated at a wedding reception. The bride and groom, they're seated like at the front there. Then there's, you know how they organize them, there's a walkway. And some chick came through. She's dressed slick and she walked right in the middle. Like she owns the function. This actually pissed off the bride.
Ah.
Yes. I know some people know what I'm talking about. I know some people, I just don't want to, but people do those things. And okay, I don't know whether she wanted to get noticed then, but you could tell that if someone does this, they are looking for some
to be noticed.
Yeah, they are looking for some. That's what brings me to our topic. So today we are going to talk about attention seeking, aka craving the spotlight. Yes. Let me first define by dictionary attention seeking. Attention seeking is any behavior intended to attract notice, validation, or reaction from others. It can be expressed in various ways through social interactions, exaggerated actions, like why are you walking into someone's wedding like that?
Yeah.
When people are sitting, at least, when you come late to church, sit near, sit to the chair. Why are you walking? Like you came in, they are preaching, and then you with your car heel, you're walking to the front. You notice how people be looking at you like, madam, calm down. Because better there's a way to enter a place late and keep peace. But there are people who walk into a place, you're late, and then you come hitting your heel,
all the way to the front.
Yeah, so there is online engagement or viral example of attention-seeking behavior could be exaggerated actions. So that is like the most common. Like people do things to seek attention badly, and I would want to go ahead of myself a bit and say, and probably these are people who have struggled with being neglected, left out. That feeling of being left out makes people do things. Someone can shout in a place, and you're like, why are you shouting? Do you know that there are people who have a commanding language that even when it's not necessary, they use it? I think that is seeking attention. Because there's a way you can communicate with somebody without using that language. And so most times people think they even fear. We fear them because of that commanding language they have mastered. So let's go. We have healthy, because you already pointed it out. There are healthy and unhealthy ways of showing attention seeking, like that, the behavior itself. But first tell me, what do you think of attention seeking and craving the spotlight?
The spotlight, okay. Wow, this is an interesting topic. Probably because I've never been a victim of, attention seeking and all that. But how I would define attention seeking, like you say, thank God you mentioned this part of, the healthy part and then the unhealthy part. And, in that craving, that desire, that zeal to be noticed, to be seen, which is healthy, but then there is also this extreme that I can do, I think.
Are you familiar with social media?
I am, but of course, you know me, I'm not very active on social media, but of course I am.
But you see what those people are doing. I really don't want to throw shade or anything, but mostly, I think the most unhealthy behavior I've noticed today is that people are using social media. There are those using it for the right reasons, but there are those who are using it for the wrong reasons. It's mastered that in people's minds that if you don't insult somebody, you don't get the attention you're looking for. If you don't attack somebody, you don't get the validation of some sort. And I think that is very unhealthy. That is very unhealthy because when I look here, they mention social media validation, public stance, exaggerated storytelling. You know the truth, but you want to make it dramatic. You know what the person actually said, but because you want to make this story your own, you're editing it with your own words, and you're making the situation worse. I don't want to go into the types of attention seeking really, because there are those we even can't tell, because people do things.
Yes.
People do things. Man, even in workplaces, people do things to get noticed, and they end up putting others down in the. You understand
The
that
process,
I need to be noticed, so someone has to go down for me to do one. So they will end up doing things like, have you? Okay, I have not experienced this, but actually there are people who don't teach people things at work because they don't want them to know. So for them, they will go ahead of them and do this work and send it to the boss to show that
it's actually them who did it.
So to show that you can't do it. For them, they can't do it. So there are some unhealthy ways of, but there are healthy ways of attention seeking. Because if you got up and say, let me do this, let me try this, and you actually do it the right way. So there are ways of seeking attention that are actually right and healthy.
Yes. And I'll actually agree with you on that. There are so many ways, because look, if maybe your way of getting credit or validation or something like that is by you doing something good, because no one will praise something bad or average. People appreciate excellence. So instead of doing it the other way around, how about you just work on yourself? You will, like how they say, actions speak louder, but no one leaves something that works. Something that is good will always stand out. You will always stand out. You will always, attract that attention that you want.
You hold that aura, and it even comes from within.
Within, you don't have to put in a lot. You don't have to sell a lie.
You don't have to walk. Okay, I was about to say something, but it's okay. But you don't have to do something for you to get. Like, it's in you.
Sure.
It's something you attract, not something you have to put out colors for that. Oh yeah, this is happening. So
to keep up that life is actually very expensive, because I'll use an example. Like you said, social media. You see, someone will post something, maybe a level that they haven't reached. Okay.
Yes.
You've posted a photo. Maybe a plane in first class and something like that, and then to us, your viewers or your followers expect that maybe, okay, she crossed that level.
You're doing well.
And yet it's a lie. And then a few days I find you downtown. You get
the
border, and I'm like, isn't it this person I saw?
Even that.
Posing in a BMW. What happened?
Let's not even go there. You see, because I'm thinking someone could actually have these things and go downtown and, even when they are rich. But yes. But there are things. Now, first we've seen you in a plane, and then tomorrow we see you're fighting for some money there is very little. You're beating someone to death for 500 shillings. Or someone visits you at your home, and you've been on planes going here and there, but your home is not even clean. You cannot even pay for someone to slash the compound. You understand? Because there are things that will always give you away.
The other day I saw you posted posing in a BMW or something, and then tomorrow I find you in a taxi. So it's really expensive,
It's crazy to maintain. But social media attention seeking, because mostly today, why we are focusing on social media, it's how it is shaping the culture.
Yes.
It's how it is inspiring the young generation. Because there are people who are convinced that actually things on social media are real. You find someone who believes that this actually exists because they've seen it on social. Even the way people take in information, you find someone so convinced that so and so did this because they saw a story on social media. So that's why we are focusing on it. So when we go to social media and attention seeking, how do these platforms amplify attention seeking behaviors? Why? How do you think they do it? Because I'm sure you're not. You see people on social media, like that thing of the plane. How do these things amplify attention-seeking behaviors?
Okay, so anyway, social media is a blessing, but how we use it, yeah. So how do social media amplify, this attention-seeking and all that? I think it's more like the easiest platform for you.
Because it's free.
It's free, and it's followed by so many people. But then also, no one. Okay, it's not like everyone knows you.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's very easy for you to sell a lie on social media and you get away with it. But you don't know how many lives you've destroyed by that lie. I was listening to some podcast and these girls, there were 3, and they're doing well. I think they've made it, and I think most of the money that they have, they got it from the podcast and all those things.
Yeah.
But then they were talking about something very profound. They don't want to share their success on social media. They're followed by so many people, but they don't share their experiences with people, especially to do with success and all that. And one of them said the reason why she doesn't is because she doesn't want people, to think that she got money maybe from doing, dirty deals and all that.
Okay.
But then she doesn't want to be judged because she also doesn't want to share how she got her success. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you anyway.
It's crazy because you see, when we come to comments, shares, likes, influencers and their viral challenges and all that, there are people who have made, I have this one, I'm going to say how it is shaping behaviors. There are people who have made being single become a fantasy, something to look to. Have your home, be clean. You've seen it, be clean. Because they're showing you that if you don't have a husband and a child, your life is easy. There are these men who are laying their beds and, of course there are those who have their families and they are trying to change the narrative, but there are people who are making it look like that. Making it look like if you don't have a family, you have no burden. Like you will come home, because they show how someone gets up in the morning, they clean their bedroom, they clean wherever they clean, they go go to work, they come back, they watch they cook something small, they sit down, they watch, it's the dream. The life looks like the dream. So there's a child who's going to grow up and think that if I have no family, my life is peaceful.
Yes.
If I don't, and some of them have actually gone ahead to even put the caption of no man, no burden of some kind, So they are taking away that thing that, that even makes life. Because if you're taking out man out of the picture or woman out of the picture, you're taking out life.
Yes.
Because this is how we see life. So there are those that have showed us that if these people are not here, you are good. You are living the life And then there are others that have made it look like if you want to trend, do something very ridiculous. Be naked. I've watched a lady naked in just like a t-shirt. She is being vulgar. Guys, she has views and likes and comments. And I'm like, so people who are liking and sharing this, what are they spreading? Because this lady is calling people to prostitution. This lady is calling people to come here out and be nasty. It's making children think if you want to be somebody in life, be foolish.
Be foolish.
Be vulgar. Another, just to conclude this anyway, another thing I've seen is relationships on social media. Where people are couples on social media. The pressure. If that marriage got an issue, it's hard for you to leave because you're keeping appearance.
Yes, now you're tired.
You are doing these challenges that are even unhealthy just to pick attention. You are, a mother is pregnant, they're dancing to keep attention. Like, you don't even know if you're harming your child. And I don't know, I've never given birth, but I know there are certain things that you do that would actually harm the child inside your belly. There are things people think it's strong, but you're going to give birth to, I know regardless you can give to a child because God is the one that gives children. But there are times you be like, what if this child comes out and they're disabled? What are you doing? You're showing people that swallowing tabs with alcohol is actually fine. I am not a doctor, but I don't think that is healthy. Maybe it is healthy to a certain point, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know, but there's a lot of attention that, and then there are comments. There are comments that are so hurtful. You're just trying to, meanwhile, these people, some of them don't mean these comments, but they are just trying to pick attention. You find a comment that is very, there's something that has come to my mind, but I don't want to say it because we are on camera. But I've seen people celebrate other people's death. You've seen it? So I'm like, okay, what kind of... We are all human beings, meanwhile.
Are you passing?
Yeah, we are all human beings. What are you telling me? That's what I'm going to tell you. You just... Some things you look at them and you're like, okay, are we still creating content or are we being animals?
Yes.
What kind of attention are you seeking by being naked online? Like, you're seated, not half naked, but you are not dressed. And yeah, of course, TikTok may not see it, but for us, we see it. And you're vulgar because I know TikTok will block your content if you're being vulgar in English. But you're being vulgar in a language children understand. And I know people say, why do your children have phones? Children don't have to have phones to see these things. Someone might leave a phone there and a child bumps into it and they're seeing that. Or even someone who is, now let me talk about the people who are celebrating people's death online. Someone's family might see you celebrate it and they are not happy. And what would that do? And all in the name of attention. Attention, just people to give you a little bit. And then someone will come out and say, no, I'm sorry, I was doing it for TikTok, for content. See where it has led you.
Yeah, how many lives have you destroyed?